how are we in the middle of this entire thing over a documentary we were really enjoying, and then the person in the fucking thing is literally kills your neighbor.
Dang.
What a rat. And the neighbor's not just a normal guy. That's the freaking Holocaust survivor.
Yeah, the last one.
She just can't avoid those tabloids, huh?
Welcome back to another episode of Careful Boys. I just wanted to give you guys a little story time. I wanted to tell you about one of the craziest coincidences that I've ever experienced. I have a lot of these weird ass stories, but this one's a crazy one that me and Smack both kind of like experienced it at the same time. So it's pretty trippy. So have you ever heard of this woman named Joyce McKinney?
No.
So there's a whole like thing. She's a very famous person because she's had some like documentaries made about her and her life, and it's on Netflix. It's called Tabloid. It's a very popular documentary. And randomly, me and Smack were just looking for something to watch on Netflix. We started watching Tabloid, and it's really, really good. It's about this woman named Joyce McKinney, who was a beauty queen out of Wyoming during the 70s, and she had been charged for kidnapping a Mormon missionary at gunpoint and turning him into her slave for like 3 days.
What?
And this was in like the UK where it happened. And it's kind of like a gray area thing where you're not really sure if that's exactly what happened or if he wanted it to happen because he was basically supposed to be celibate and he wanted to like do this thing.
It's against my will. I can't.
But basically it was like this huge scandal. She ended up
I would love for that to happen.
That's best case scenario.
Yeah, the story's crazy. Well, ended up she actually had to she paid the bail and then bail jumped and like left the country. So she fled to America and where she was originally from anyway, and never got extradited or anything. So she got away with it basically. And
You're not going to extradite for that.
then she popped up again around the 2000s. Do you remember when like early 2000s when like cloning was a thing and they started like
Yeah, the dolly, right? Dolly and the sheep.
Yeah, the Dolly and sheep. Do you remember where like they successfully cloned like a dog?
Was it like Sweden or something?
It was in Korea.
Oh, never mind.
So that's her dog.
To make more food.
What?
What the hell?
It's her dog.
So she voluntarily, the documentary goes into how it happened, but she ended up in Korea and her actual pet dog is the dog that they cloned.
Aren't you supposed to stay low pro when you're trying to run from the
Seriously.
Yeah, exactly. I guess like the way the documentary paints her is that she's kind of like a fame hungry person. So she's kind of always doing these like weird, crazy things. So, yeah.
She did fuck the Mormon guy then.
They definitely did fuck. We don't know if it's like, they never really found out I think it's like 90-10. It's like 90% she did this weird thing where maybe she was obsessed with that Mormon missionary and had her friend help her like use a fake gun to like coerce him into going with them, and she tied him up. Like that's 90% what she did. 10% maybe he was in on it and was kinky secretly.
That's every guy's dream come true.
Come on, dude.
But then so the documentary is about just how many times she's kind of like been in headlines that you were like, that's the same freaking lady. And she did it under different names, which is really odd. And so she ended up suing the documentary producers afterwards for like painting her in a bad image and stuff. And then all of the lawsuits got thrown out. Fast forward to 2019, and me and Smack are watching that documentary at her apartment in Valley Village. And so Smack's apartment at the time, really small place. It was a building that had 5 units. And of the 5 units, there's like a comedian guy, there's some black chick, a Mexican family, and then there's this old guy. And the old guy is the one that I want to focus on. So the intersection outside of her place, which is Magnolia and Weddington, or no, not Magnolia. Anyway, it's off of Magnolia, and that intersection has accidents all the time, to the point where like we'll just be watching something and we'll hear an accident and we just go out and see what's going on if anyone needs help. It's like a regular kind of ridiculous thing that people are always crashing there. And then what happens is one night the old guy gets run over by a car when he's crossing that street.
Oh my God.
And we don't really know the guy at all. We just know that he's there, and he basically got hit by a car. It was a hit and run by like a pickup truck or something. And then we find out that old guy is not just some old guy. He turns out to be one of the oldest Holocaust survivors still alive. He's 91, and he fled Nazi-occupied Ukraine.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
And we didn't know that we just thought he's just some like elderly man. But so because of that, it became big news that this guy like got hit by a car, like randomly, like survived the crazy shit and then lived a full life to 91 and just gets hit by a truck, hit and run. They released photos of the vehicle trying to find out who hit this guy. And then people recognized the truck as being a truck that was always parked in the area that we were in. And they were able to identify it. They found the truck. They arrest the driver. It turns out the driver of the truck is Joyce McKinney.
Wow.
And Joyce McKinney was homeless by this time and living in the parking lot of the Pizza Hut just over the wall of Smack's apartment.
Whoa.
So the whole time we're watching this doc, she's just over the wall
That's insane.
and ends up killing Smack's neighbor.
What the? F-
And she was just rushing to the Pizza Hut parking lot.
Yes.
Just going home.
Dude.
They don't know why that happened. Yeah.
How did that make you feel? Like, you know how sometimes when it's something like so surreal happens? Like how did that make you feel? Were you like, what the fuck?
No, we were both just like, what are the odds that, like, because that documentary's been out for a while, but we didn't, I feel like the time between us watching the doc and then this whole thing happening was so short that we were like, who has that ever happened to anybody that like the person you're watching a doc about on Netflix is like literally a few feet away. Yeah. Like that's not even that far. Like that plaza that we're in is just, there's a wall and then the Pizza Hut's right there. And her truck was parked in that lot.
That is pretty wild. Did he pass away?
Yeah, he died. And that's the only reason they like, because he died, it was such a high profile thing that this guy passed away. They made it a really like big effort to find who the person was. And they found it was Joyce freaking McKinney.
You think she did on purpose?
Damn.
I mean, she's not right in the head. So maybe she's just like from like carelessly driving.
Did she have like 4 of her dogs in the driver's seat?
Yeah, she had a bunch of dogs with her at the time.
Maybe she was just like, stop. And then she goes, oh no. Because the dogs were like trying to eat the pizza.
They're horsing around, yeah.
And then she's like, she has her pizza. And then
I don't know if she lived at Pizza Hut to eat the pizza.
No, but that was her routine. She gets a pizza, she eat the pizza, she go to sleep.
Because that could last you a couple days. You
Or
know?
she was styling the Mormon guy.
Stop it.
That's probably what happened.
She likes
you know?
that.
He was styling her. No, she was styling him. So it's okay. She had a strap on, yeah.
Okay, it's okay. While she was driving.
Witsit and Magnolia was across street, yeah.
Whoa.
It was a trip. And that's the intersection, literally like if you were to walk out the door, it would be the first thing you see. And that's where that all happened. And we were like, how are we in the middle of this entire thing over a documentary we were really enjoying and knew so much about? And then the person in the fucking thing is literally kills your neighbor.
Dang.
What a rant. And the neighbor's not just a normal guy. That's the freaking Holocaust survivor.
Yeah, the last one.
Yeah.
She just can't avoid those tabloids, huh?
Isn't that the trip? Like that's the thing. The tabloid documentary is about that. It's about like how everything she does is like something she's trying to be on the news for in some way. And then it becomes like, it culminates into this. Is so trippy. Yeah. I've never experienced a weirder coincidence of like, we could have watched this 10 years ago, but we watched it now and we're like, that's insane. Yeah.
Maybe they'll do a part 2 and they'll update the fucking story. Because that's the cherry on top of the fucking thing.
I don't think anyone wants to work with her because she keeps suing everybody who makes stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Is she gonna go to jail for life?
I don't know if she's going to go for life. I mean, I think what happened is she ended up going to jail or getting sentenced, but then I think she was not fit to stand trial or something like she's cuckoo.
Not mentally there. Oh.
So I think what they did was they put her in an institution, and the institution, when they were going to run the trial, deemed her as not fit to run. Oh, I don't know. Something happened where she just kept being crazy.
So what happened to the Mormon person?
Yeah, where's he at now?
Was he like...
Hopefully therapy?
He's going to be fine, Banos.
Stop.
Therapy?
For what,
That
dude?
guy had a dream come true.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, he
God.
He was sexually repressed, dude.
Imagine getting
Now we
like
saw the light.
lifetime supply of like Frosted Flakes. That's what
Yeah.
he got.
Frosted Flakes? What the hell?
I'm a crazy chick like that, dude. Come on.
That's Joyce McKinney. That's the Mormon. That's the Mormon guy, I think.
What picture is that?
She's a beauty queen.
Why is everything in black and white?
Because that's how long ago that happened. It was in the 70s.
She's not a beauty queen.
It was in the 70s when that Mormon thing happened, and then the cloning thing happened in the 2000s.
What kind of dog did she have?
So when she looked like this is when she hit him. She hit the old
Oh,
man.
she looks like that now?
She looks horrible now. I think. Let me see. What does she look like now? Well, not horrible, I guess, but I guess she looks like that.
She looks better now than when she was younger.
Okay, McKinney.
I don't think that's true.
When she,
She was cuter then.
Okay, Joyce.
I like her little outfit.
You like her as a granny now?
Yeah, what the heck?
you like her more like as this?
Yeah. Hey, that's
Is
one
that-
of the dogs that got cloned.
She looks like the dog.
Yeah, she does.
She looks like a pug.
That's a thing where you start to look like your animal. Or your
Oh.
animal.
Oh, that's what she looks like.
That's the runner over.
Yo.
How did she turn into that?
So that's her. I think that's her with her truck. And then if you look here, yeah, it's called the Manacled Mormon case. But
How do you get from that hot to like that fucked up?
Were you there when the neighbor got ran over?
yeah, but we didn't notice it that time.
Age gracefully. She went from like royalty to peasant.
Because it wasn't like two cars hit. It was like she just ran over the
It
guy.
didn't sound like.
Her ending up in Korea is crazy.
I don't. Yeah, the documentary is very, very interesting. But yeah, it says here 16-year-old woman has been charged with a hit and run crash that killed a Holocaust survivor last month in California. Bolotsky, 91, escaped the Nazi occupation, came to the United States from Ukraine. That's the guy.
Oh, poor
That's
guy.
heartbreaking.
He was walking his dog too when he got hit, I think.
Did the dog survive?
I think so. I think it did, yeah.
God, a 91-year-old walking his dog is the cutest thing I could ever think of.
yeah.
But it always go out like that, huh? Like whenever people hit someone, it's like a child or an old person.
Yeah, and I think that's why I didn't know this at the time, but I think her charges were higher because when you injure someone over 75, you get like a bigger punishment. Yeah. It's a bigger punishment.
Why? Because they're about to die anyway.
Jeez.
I don't get it. Like, why is the punishment harder?
What's the big deal, really?
Maybe it's because
right?
their chances of surviving are much lower.
Yeah,
now.
for sure.
Also, like they're walking slower, right? So you should have a longer response time to seeing them, right? A pedestrian, like a pedestrian that's walking slower. I don't know.
I think it's just protecting elders,
But I mean,
I don't know. I just don't know the reasoning.
you shouldn't try to hit anybody.
Bolotsky was walking his dog at a marked crosswalk on Magnolia Boulevard near Wilkinson Avenue when he was hit. Smack's apartment's her address is Wilkinson. Yeah, it was right there.
Crazy.
Because I feel like the younger it is, the higher your sentence should be. Because you took away years. You took away years.
I feel like there is a thing if it's a minor and then if it's a major.
Okay, so they don't care. They don't care about the in between.
Yeah, that sucks.
So
Because
we
that's
could
actually
just
the most.
die.
Like, if you're from 40 to 60, that's when most people rely on you.
Yeah.
So that you're taking away like 5 people's fucking the breadwinner of 5 people or whatever.
Oh, dude, look at this. A cockroach infested 2006 GMC Sierra pickup. Several people who work near where the suspect was found
How do you get cockroaches in your car?
said they complained to police repeatedly that McKinney was living in the pickup truck, defecating in the street and on the sidewalk in front of their business.
She went. She looked. Damn.
But anyway, that's my.
She's one of those crazy homeless ladies that are like, I used to be a beauty pageant queen. You're like, yeah, right, dude. But she really was.
You're right, Joyce.
Yeah. I had my dog cloned.
Yeah, right, bitch. Shut up, dude.
I highly recommend Tabloid on Netflix. It's very, very good. It's a really cool doc, and
You get to learn about our friend,
Fuck.
Joyce McKinney.
Joyce McKinney.
She's great.
Cloning of dogs.